When we look up at the night sky, we see stars stretching across the darkness, galaxies millions of light years away, and cosmic wonders beyond imagination. But have you ever wondered, does all of this ever end? Does the universe have an edge, a boundary, a place where it simply stops? Or does it continue forever, without limits, into an infinite abyss? It's a question that seems simple at first, but once you start digging into it, the answers twist reality in ways that are hard to even imagine. Most of us picture the universe like a giant space we could travel through, like a room that might have walls, or like an ocean with shores. But the universe doesn't work like that. The universe isn't just floating inside something else. It is space itself, time itself, reality itself. And when we ask if it has an edge, we're really asking what lies beyond everything. According to current cosmology, the universe began around 13.8 billion years ago in the Big Bang. Since then, it has been expanding, not into empty space, but expanding space itself. Galaxies are not flying away into a pre-existing void. The fabric of space is stretching, carrying them apart. So, if space itself is stretching, what does it stretch into? The strange answer is nothing. Space doesn't need a container. It is the container. Asking what's outside the universe is like asking what's north of the North Pole. Now, here's where it gets tricky. The part of the universe we can see, the observable universe, is about 93 billion light years across. That's the distance light has been able to travel to us since the beginning of time. That doesn't mean that's the whole universe. It only means that's the part of it we can see. Beyond that, the universe might go on forever. Or it might loop back on itself, like the surface of a sphere. Imagine an ant crawling on the surface of a balloon. To the ant, the balloon seems endless. It never finds an edge because there isn't one. The surface curves back on itself. Now replace the two-dimensional surface of the balloon with three-dimensional space, and you get an idea of how our universe might be shaped. It could be finite, yet unbounded, with no edge to ever reach. Travel far enough, and in theory, you might loop back to where you started. But the universe could also be infinite. No boundaries, no limits. Just galaxies and stars and endless stretches of emptiness going on forever in every direction. Infinity is hard for the human brain to grasp. It means that no matter how far you travel, there's always more. It means that in an infinite universe, every possible configuration of matter might exist somewhere, planets identical to Earth, stars identical to our sun, maybe even versions of you, living out a slightly different life. Now, science doesn't give us a final answer yet. The shape of the universe depends on its geometry, which is determined by how much matter and energy it contains. If there's enough mass, space could curve back on itself, like a closed sphere. If there's too little, it could stretch out forever, like an infinite plane. And if it's balanced just right, space could be flat, but still extend infinitely. Measurements of the cosmic microwave background? The afterglow of the Big Bang suggests that our universe is astonishingly close to flat, which means it may really be infinite. But infinity comes with paradoxes. If the universe has existed for 13.8 billion years, how can it already be infinite? How can something with a beginning have no end? This puzzle has led some scientists to suggest that what we see as the beginning might only be a local event. The Big Bang could have been just one part of a much larger, cosmic reality. Some theories even suggest that our observable universe is like a bubble, and beyond our bubble there could be countless others. Together, they might form a multiverse, a vast sea of universes, each with their own edges, laws, and possibilities. If that's true, then our question shifts. Maybe the universe we live in has no edge, because it's just one bubble in a never-ending froth of universes? And if so, then there may always be a beyond, always more than what we can ever see, ever measure, ever know. But what if the universe does have an edge? What if somewhere there really is a boundary? It wouldn't be a wall in the ordinary sense. It wouldn't be something you could crash into like the end of a road. Instead, it would be a horizon where physics itself breaks down, where space ends, and beyond it, there is no space, no time, no reality as we understand it. For us, that edge would be unreachable, because space itself would stretch endlessly as we approached it, could chase it forever and never arrive. So where does that leave us? The universe might be infinite. It might be finite but unbounded. It might be part of an even bigger cosmic structure. The truth is, we don't know for certain. Our telescopes, our physics, our theories, they only reach so far. Beyond that, there could be answers we cannot yet see. And maybe that's the beauty of it. Because when we stare at the night sky, wondering if it ever ends, we are touching the very limits of human thought. We are brushing against infinity. The question of whether the universe has an edge isn't just about space, it's about our own curiosity. Our hunger to know what lies beyond, and our place in this vast cosmic story. Perhaps the universe does end somewhere. Perhaps it doesn't. Perhaps it is stranger than both possibilities. But as long as we keep asking the question, as long as we keep looking out into the dark, we remain explorers of existence itself. And maybe that is the point. The edge of the universe isn't just out there. It's in us, in the boundaries of our imagination, waiting to be expanded.